So in December of 2022, I spent all my energy in preparing and practicing for violin gigs and nursing the shoulder when I wasn't. The closest I got to surfing or skating was taking some pictures and video and visiting the skate park without the board, just to mind skate basically.
Hey, you're calling me, Chuck. You're butt dialing me.
They call me Pukey.
Really, the closest to the waves I got was going to the state park on Wednesday, December 14th, during the run-up to our first decent swell in months, to see if I could swim with one arm.
Man, what up?
What's up, y'all?
It was cold and a bit frightening, so I decided it might be better to wait until after Christmas, when my violin gigs were a bit slower, to do any more. So I snapped some pictures at the park on that day, and the next morning I went to County Pier and got a few snaps of Warren before he came in for a board change. He said the waves were pretty shifty, that maybe the tide wasn't quite ideal. Though the waves didn't look that big from the beach, they started showcasing some surprising power for the size, and there were some pretty diamonds in the rough for sure. Right before I left, I saw signs of what was to come when Warren got a solid drop into a serviceable Gulf Coast tube that didn't quite let him out. Not long after I left, Glenn Thaxton got the sequence of the season when Warren landed this wave, which was later to be featured by Volcom East. I got a few more photos in the afternoon, here are a couple of the snaps of Rhett in the morning, and Tyler and Warren from those afternoon sessions. I got some smiles from the local boys, and it did feel good to be close to waves again. But dealing with injuries is part of the surfing life, so in the next couple vlogs I hope to share with you some lessons I learned along the way. Since attending the Supergirl Surf Pro with the ladies who are in the Finn's and Mr. Surf's families, Mel has fallen in love with watching surf competitions. So what's the psychology behind you being into surf contests?
Well,
Even though you don't surf?
I know, I don't surf, but hey, how many people
This
watch
is true.
football and don't play football? In middle school, I went to a baseball game as a school field trip, and I just was like, oh, I love just like the atmosphere. I love that the pace of it. You don't have to like, pay super attention. It's just kind of like you're there with people, you're socializing, you're watching the game, you're just having a good time. Similar with surf competitions, like you get to be with people, you just get to enjoy it. It's kind of the atmosphere. Like I would love putting on baseball and just like having it as background noise. Same when we were in India, like I loved watching the India Premier League, the
Cricket.
The cricket league.
We watched two big competitions in December. During the Haleiwa Challenger event, the standout for me was learning about Haleiwa's own local boy, Shion Crawford. I've watched this turn about a bajillion times. Hawaiian waves have so much power, so it's always a pleasure to see them surfed with the timing and awareness that puts that power to such athletic use. I'm looking forward to watching Shion compete in future events. Check the link in the description to learn more about Shion, a surfer's surfer. In the pipe contest, we were rooting for Florida aerialist extraordinaire Rasta Rob, who I mentioned in Surf Vlog 5 when he put on an air show in the waves generated by Tropical Storm Delta back in 2020. Link in the description. Rasta Rob had a few heats with inconsistent surf, so we didn't get to see him really get to perform to his full potential, but I can only imagine the feeling of being able to be out at the world's premier surf spot with only 3 guys out, so it had to be an incredible experience. Watching the contest at Tate's house, we started going down the rabbit hole of local surf memories and surf travel memories. There's a frame version of the pic of Tate in Nicaragua riding Warren Smith's psychedelic germ, and then we admired some Rob Stalvey paintings that Tate and Tammy have picked up over the years. Here's another old pic from Glenn Thaxton taken of Tate during Hurricane Katrina. I'm going to have to hear the story of this pic because I can't understand how Glenn got it, a drone or helicopter. I mean, this was back in 2005, so I'm curious to hear more about this pic. Not much personal stuff to report from December in terms of surf, skate, or skim. So until next time, to the extent that you're able, keep it consistent even if the conditions won't cooperate. Godspeed, lords and ladies. To see these videos early without ads, join the lineup here on YouTube. You just need a YouTube account, and for $1.99 a month, you click this little join button and sign up to get early and ad-free access to 4 monthly vlogs: the surf vlog, the Masala vlog, the violin vlog, and the family vlog. Thank you very much.